Welcome back to the Living Dayton Kitchen. We're talking dessert dishes and specials with El Meson.
That's right, we're back with Bill and Stefan. All right, I'm excited. What are we making? Where do we start?
So we all need guilty pleasure.
Oh, amen.
Okay? I mean, a good meal has to end with something sweet, something to be able to just cleanse the palate. And at El Meson, we have 12 homemade desserts.
Homemade?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Homemade.
How do you get all those ideas?
I know, right? Right. Well, Stefan, now being the third generation, is a big part of what we do at El Meson. So the creativity, the dedication, carrying on the family tradition is dessert.
I feel like having 12 homemade is very unique to you guys.
It is. It is. Most restaurants, you might see a couple. Some of them might look good, but when you taste it, it doesn't have heart. It doesn't have that ya type of presentation. So what we have today is some of the Hispanic specials, which everyone knows.
Aww.
There's flan. Okay,
Ooh.
that's the traditional Spanish caramel. That's my mother Gloria's recipe. We have churros, and churros again, you know what isn't great? That's deep fried dough, and then it's rolled in cinnamon and sugar.
Those are some of my favorites.
Right?
Those
Yeah,
are some of my
right there,
favorites.
right there. And then Stefan, what do we have right here on these three?
Yeah, so we have I'm a big chocolate guy, obviously. So we have a chocolate turtle cake here that we do at the restaurant. A little bit of walnuts on top of those. A chocolate layer cake with some of our homemade melted caramel throughout. This is a guava lemon bundt cake. Speaks for itself. Bundt cakes are well known, very soft, spongy, very moisture, or a lot of moisture, I should say, and some guava sauce on top. And this is a flourless almond chocolate cake.
Oh.
So we do a little bit of orange peel in there as well to give it that little bit of zest, and a little bit of raspberry sauce on the bottom, topped with some powdered sugar.
Well, and to mention your little,
His little
touch on it. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm ordering dessert, I don't want just a little piece. You know what I mean? I want the whole cake, and that's what I'm seeing with these slices. You guys don't skimp the corners.
No, and you know, a lot of times dessert can even be shared for two. And you know, the best thing to do is always take a piece home with you, and maybe you're two. At that 10 o'clock, you know, when you're watching the news, you're kind of saying like, I could really enjoy this. And you know, the variety that we just explained here are just as awesome as also being a flourless. You know, we have so many people that are gluten-free.
True.
And of course, cannot have what the traditional aspect is, and also dairy-free. So this chocolate almond torte is phenomenal.
Ooh, and what do you got ice cream here?
All right, Stefan.
Okay, my favorite dessert that we do in the restaurant, we do make our crepes in-house. So these are homemade crepe. We put our homemade melted caramel throughout the inside. We top it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
I went straight to ice cream.
Oh, don't set that in front of me.
Oh,
Yeah, okay,
thank
set
you.
that on the
I
sugar.
got this. No, I'm just kidding. I won't devour it.
Top with some powdered sugar. Then we typically take a little chocolate drizzle and a little bit of our homemade caramel drizzle on top.
Now, Stefan, why is this one your favorite?
I think it's the lightness of it, with the crepe being on the inside, and then the whole inside crepe is filled with that melted caramel. So like every bite you're getting, and I'm a big caramel guy, tops with that, with the crepe on top,
Look
a little
at
bit
that.
of cookie
Your
for
technique
you.
is really good.
Isn't that beautiful?
A couple years of making them in
Couple
the
years.
kitchen. Yeah.
You guys are artists. You're not just slapping something on the plate. This is true art. That
Right,
looks
it's
beautiful.
all about the color and the presentation is half the battle
Oh,
there.
And now the crown jewel. This is
Oh.
a signature at El Meson, which is
We're not
called
done.
Marbella. Oh no, let's talk about this.
Okay,
More ice cream. Go
Typically
for
a
it.
couple scoops of vanilla ice cream here that have turned into a soft served almost.
Hey, that's okay.
That's when it gets gooey.
Amen.
Right. Then we'll top it with a sweetened caramelized blackberry that we do at the restaurant.
Ooh.
Blackberries are a great way to be able to enjoy because they have a little tartness to them, so it's not a repulsively sweet. So you have the essence of the cream, the berries, and now
The homemade caramel.
dulce de leche.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm walking out of there.
No,
you might have to
literally.
carry me out.
You're gonna waddle out of there,
Yeah.
exactly. How do you have so many items that are homemade?
Well, you know, that's what we pride ourselves in. You know, El Meson, we're constantly coming in and keeping very focused on what we have been known for 47 years, 3 generations, and it continues to be part of that. We want people to say, you know what, this was made just for me. This was not something that was just thawed, frozen, and floated. We want something to say it tastes just as different as this dish, and that dish.
No, your heart in each dish is evident, both of you. These are beautiful masterpieces.
And where do you start? Where do you start?
Oh, everywhere. It doesn't matter. I'm diving into each one of these.
All the plates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them all on my arms here and carry them out.
Actually, this is where we end because it should be the last course as you have your 3 courses.
Very true, very true.
Tapas, entrees, or salad. You know, you can never go wrong with just giving yourself that little bit of guilty pleasure.
Oh, I love it. Well, we've had lunch, desserts, but we're going to have much more from dinner from El Meson coming up later in the show. And coming up, I take you inside Indian Creek Distillery, where you can step back in time and take a true sip of history.